And welcome back, everyone, to Bulldog basketball action. Rob Bentley and Sandy Golston with you after a 91-78 overtime win over Parkside, and joined by the head coach of the Bulldogs, Kurt Westendorp. And Coach, great finish for your team here at overtime.
We made a lot of toughness plays tonight. Not just in overtime, but overtime especially. We just made a lot of plays that weren't really, quite the way that everything's drawn up, but it was just our kids being a little bit tougher down the stretch, getting really good shots in overtime. I felt like during the end of the regulation, we got some decent shots too, save for that last possession. That's a little bit on me. I just kind of let them roll, and we didn't get a good one on that one. But they just really toughed it out. We rebounded the ball really strong. We got the stops when we had to get the stops. And these are two really good offensive teams, so it's not surprising. I know it took overtime to get there, but to get 91-78, a lot of points on the board. I figured it was going to be a high-scoring game, but it ended up being a super high-scoring game for teams that didn't really shoot the three all that well.
Maybe talk about the play of Mallory. Triple-double here tonight with 18
Holy
points,
cow.
10 rebounds, 10 assists, and obviously had some big baskets when you were down in that second half of play.
Triple-double, that's a huge accomplishment. Seeing how she didn't knock down a three, she was able to do it in a couple different ways. She really did a nice job of just being aggressive. We were so composed when the ball was in her hands, and I felt like she found people, did a nice job of getting herself into the paint. And we also made number 4, Sheridan Flogger, have to work really hard on the defensive end. She's one of their better offensive players, and for her to go 1 for 10 from the three-point line, I think a lot of that was we put her in a lot of ball screen situations and really ran her, I don't want to say we ran her ragged, but it takes a toll when you got to play defense on a ball handler like Mallory as much as she had to play. So that was really good for us to kind of keep that game and that pace going. Mal played 45 minutes, and looks like Sheridan played 40 minutes in the game. So it was really just a tough, grinded-out battle between two tournament teams.
What did it mean to come back and get this win here after they had beat you earlier in the season a long time ago, but still, I know a game that kind of stuck in the back of your mind.
It's a long time ago, but anytime you lose to a team, you're always itching for the chance to get them again. Now, it took a long time to get them back in our gym, but it was definitely a game where we came out, I thought, fairly strong and hot and passionate. We had a bad second quarter. We had a little bit of foul trouble, but that's not really an excuse. We didn't play well when we were in the foul trouble, but just kept making those toughness plays. And it's a team that, like we say, with any of the teams that are near the top of our league, those are the teams that you got to win games like this in tournaments, all right, in order to win championships. So this was already a tournament-style game. That's how we approached it. So, yeah, it's a little bit of revenge right now. It sets us up really nicely now. I don't know if it locks us into any kind of seeds or what the scores are from up north, but we'll kind of check on those things, and we'll see where it lands us for next week.
One thing it does do is gives you win number 20 on the season, and obviously another great milestone to reach 20 wins on the year.
Yeah, 20 is nice. It's not really a goal that you set out. You just try to set out and win the next one as many times as you can. But 20 is a real good accomplishment for this group. They've worked really, really hard, not just throughout the season, but this group put in a lot of effort in the springtime and the summertime. So 20 wins, that's kind of an accumulation stat, that if you're doing the right thing again and again and again, you can kind of keep adding these wins, adding these wins, adding these wins. So really proud of the girls and all the work that they've put in to kind of set that standard and keep raising that bar to where, it's cool that we got it. It wasn't really our end goal. Hopefully we can get a whole lot more of them, but it's a nice accomplishment.
Obviously, you enjoy this win here tonight, and I know right back to work, and hopefully some motivation on Saturday with Purdue Northwest coming in for Senior Day. Yeah,
Senior Day is always special because you get to honor kids that are playing their last regular season game on our home court. So it's always a way to honor them with how you play. Sometimes it's like you're able to pat them on the back, give them flowers, give them all those things, and those things are nice, but we want to show, what they've done for the program, the entire team. We all got to show up and really bring it, and if we bring it on Saturday, I think we're going to have a nice win. But Purdue Northwest has been playing some better basketball. They got 2 kids that score it really well, but I'm looking forward to seeing our passion when we show up, and just the heart that we're going to show for those seniors on Saturday. I hope there's a lot of fans in the stands to watch it.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time, and congrats on the overtime win here tonight.
All right, thank you so much, Rob.